Solid 7 here. For those of you who don't know who I am, I stream over on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today we're going to talk about Discord. So, there's a lot of things about Discord I feel people are getting wrong. And today we're going to go through those. We're going to get into that. And we're also going to talk about how to recover if you do some of these things, what you can do to change a community's opinion of you. All right, so let's get into it. General chat guidelines: be yourself, keep an open mind to a degree, use emotes, always show respect, make sure to greet owners, admins, and mods when they sign on. Do not start or perpetuate controversial conversations. Do not post personal information. Do not gossip. And unless it's okay, do not post links to other discords. These rules are ones that you should always follow in any chat room you're in, and they will help you become more safe and also a better chatter in general. Generally, you do not want to be disrespectful in any chat room because you immediately get branded as a troll. Trolls will never be accepted in any sort of chat. They are the thing that mods and admins watch for the most. So always show respect. Make sure to greet owners, admins, and mods when they sign on. A lot of them are taking time out of their personal day to spend a little time with their communities. Show them some appreciation by greeting them when they log on. Do not start or perpetuate controversial conversations. This one is very important. By perpetuating controversial conversations, like I said in my Twitch chat video, which the link for that is up above, you are in essence opening up the conversation to turn into a argument. It is very difficult to have a honest debate online because you cannot detect tones and inflections. Do not post personal information. Look, protect yourself at all times. You got to be safe. Unfortunately, we live in a day and age where your personal information can be used to cause you personal harm. Protect yourself. Do not gossip. Generally, don't talk about other community members unless you're mentioning like, hey, so and so made a wonderful video. You should definitely go check them out. You guys have seen me do this with non-inspirational gaming and other people who are streamers and stuff like that. I'll talk about them. That's not gossip. But when you sit there and you talk about somebody's personal life and what they're going through, that is gossip. That needs to stop, and that has no place on Discord. Unless it's okay, do not post links to other discords. A lot of community owners do not want other streamers or discords outside of their communities talked about on their Discord because that's their area. You know, that's their home away from the stream where they can connect with their communities, and they feel that takes away from it. Now, here at the lodge, I will never put down that law. I want everybody to talk about other streamers. I want everybody to talk about other content creators. But on other discords, make sure we are checking to make sure it's okay to post those links. The owners of those discords will greatly appreciate it. Okay, so you have been following the basic guidelines of chat, and now you joined a new channel. The first thing you need to do is read the rules. The second thing you need to do is learn who the owners, admins, and mods are. These are the people that made the channel and helped shape the channel, so learn who they are and respect them at all times. Browse through all the channels. See if there's anything else that interests you outside general. A lot of channels have special interest channels where you can talk about anything from anime to different games. Check out those other channels. Ask about things you do not understand. If there's a rule or a channel you aren't sure about, message one of the mods, admins, or owners, or talk about it in general and be like, what is this about? Ask where you can introduce yourself. Some Discords have special places where you can introduce yourself. Make sure to use those and make sure people know who you are. Join a voice chat. So getting on voice and talking to the other community members really brings out your personality and lets them get to know you on a whole new level. Don't beg for anything, even if it is a rule you are qualified for. I cannot express this enough. I've seen admins and mods get seriously angry over this. I myself find it slightly irritating. Do not add the owners or admins or mods unless it is an emergency. Look, There is little reason I can think of that you need to add a owner, admin, or mod aside from they need to know about something that is going on so they can take appropriate action. Usually these people are already watching chat, but there are times where I've seen people at over and over and over again, the same person. It's like, stop. Just don't at people unless they say it's okay. Asking in general what the rules are, if there is a rules tab, is just rude. Look, take the extra second and look and see if there's a rules tab. They went through and created that tab for a reason. Use it. Don't sit there and make them link it to you because you don't want to click on that tab. So on this slide, there's two mistakes that people make. Number one, they are not active at all, just kind of lurking and browsing the channels and watching everybody. And the other people are the ones that try to chat in every single channel. Look, make sure you're active at least one channel, but do not think you need to be in every channel all the time on Discord communities. Unless you're a mod or an admin for that channel, 1 to 2 should be just fine. Find the ones that apply most to you and be participant in those channels. As time goes on, you'll get to know other people who are in those channels also because they share that interest, and that can be the basis of a good friendship. So many of my friends on the Discords, on Twitch, on Twitter, on all the other chat sites and social media networks I am on are from people who I met in similar interest chats, and that's where I built the friendship on. And some of these people, even to this day, are some of my best friends. On the subject of voice chatting, there's a few finer points that people need to start following. Number one, always give way to mods, admins, and owners. These are the people that the others are there to talk to and listen to. Remember my rule number one from Twitch. Again, the link is up above. And next, make sure you are in the channel that you belong in. I have seen way too many people accidentally go into a streaming room while the person is live and interrupt a broadcast. Or they go into a room where they really don't fit in or are not part of what's going on. At the same time, if you are in a general chat and you start playing a game, you should probably move to a gaming channel. That way their chat is not cluttered with your callouts and talking to your teammates while other people are trying to have a regular conversation. Although not required, headsets are a major benefit. Look, you can cut down on so many complaints about your voice chat if you have a headset on. If you have background noise, use push to talk. Same thing. Cut down on the background noise. Make it so that people can hear the conversations others are having and not have to listen to your roommate or whoever doing dishes in the background. Don't yell. That's obvious. Don't fill the chat with nonsensical or biological noises. It becomes annoying. Don't interrupt. Don't talk over. Don't join a stream room unless you're invited or part of the stream. Goes back to the make sure you're in a channel you belong in. Basic tips to make you more effective on the voice chats and be a little bit more welcome on them. When you're on a Discord chat, make sure you're being friendly, not needy. Do be friendly and engage others in the community. Do take interest in what is going on with other members of the Discord, and do actively participate in discussions. If the topic or discussion is flirty, as they sometimes can be, don't take it too far. Recognize boundaries and respect them. Going back to the adding, don't at people just to say hello. It's really annoying. And don't PM people without permission. That one should go without saying, but some people do it, and it really is offensive to some of us old chatters who believe the way to do things is talk to somebody first in general and then progress it to a PM if it goes that direction. Some things I understand you might need to start the conversation in PM, in which case you just message the person in general and saying, hey, would you mind if I PM'd you? Usually you'll get a yes or no within a few minutes, and then you can engage normally. At some point, everybody runs into a crisis, and when they happen, talking to somebody helps. Ask to speak to someone in general and reach out. Make sure that you are talking about your problems, not gossiping about somebody else's. But there are people on the Discord who have no problem helping you through a crisis, no matter what it may be. they can at least get you to the point where if you need to, you can see a specialist, somebody who is trained to help you with the issue. These are social networks, and in social networks, you can always message and try to get a hold of somebody and hopefully get at least stabilizing help until you can get to professional help. That being said, do respect the other person who you are talking to and others involved in the situation. Try not to overshare and do not gossip. It is so important that when you are dealing with a crisis, you do not gossip about other people involved in the situation, but you strictly talk about how you are feeling, what is going on with you, so that you take away the other people and put the focus on you for the purpose of dealing with the crisis. And in that way, you can hopefully get help and advice on how to deal with the crisis. That being said, I will say that there are many people on Discords who do not want to get involved. That is why you say in general something like, I need help. Can somebody talk to me? Or I could really use a friend right now. And that gets somebody to PM you usually. Just make sure you're not doing it to seek attention. Do it if you have an actual crisis. It's the difference between calling 911 because you need somebody to talk to and calling 911 because somebody broke into your house. It really is to that level. Don't attention seek, but if you do need help, reach out. I'm going to be making a video about what to do when you get warned, banned, kicked out of a community, etc. But I wanted to lightly touch on it here. Just a few things I've noticed people do in Discord that is really not okay, and things that you should do in that situation. Recognize that it happens. Look, warnings, bans, they're all designed to help the community become a safe and warm environment where people behave according to the rules. That being said, respect the person's decision, but if unclear as to why, ask. Do not get toxic over a warning, kick, or a ban. It just reinforces the decision and could possibly lead to them taking more drastic action. Take what happened and learn from it. If you were banned, find a new community. If you are in a community with the other person, do not approach them if you're banned asking to be unbanned. They'll approach you if they make that decision themselves. Unless this becomes a regular occurrence or you grossly broke the rule, understand that this may be just a sign that you do not fit in that community. And you know what? That's okay. Hopefully, the tips that I gave you today will help you in becoming a much more proficient Discord user. I'm also hoping that some of the tips I told you about what to happen when you get warned or banned help you develop skills that will eventually overcome those and keep you from getting any more kicks or bans. I would like to ask that if you did learn something, if you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. Also remember, as I said in the beginning, I am live on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can see the link down below. This is Solid 7 signing off.